Next speaker is Mr. Suresh Babu S, PMP, founder, Ample Courses India. Mr. Suresh is a professional with tremendous experience of more than 3 decades around two crucial domains, people's management and project management. He carries credit in managing high performance teams, HIPO, and high value projects, besides business process, solutions, and strategies. He is certified MBTI practitioner and internationally certified strength based performance coach from Gallups and project management professional PMP, and now pursuing ICF certification PCC. He conducts outbound learning from OLF and Exponential Learning Program ELP for startups and companies. He also delivers soft skills training and leadership sessions for Fortune 100 companies. And the topic on which he will be sharing his valuable insights is promote responsible consumption. Over to you, Mr. Suresh.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. It's amazing to be here talking to the founders during this Global Founders Council Summit. And thanks a lot for this opportunity. So again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. The topic which is being given to me is pretty close to my heart. How do we promote responsible consumption? I always believe the change happens fundamentally with the awareness. So friends, let me ask you this simple question. I want each one of you to ponder on this. Imagine if everyone is consuming and nobody is producing, then what is going to happen? Friends, now you can understand why we should be cautious about how we consume. My second question is, what if everyone consumes irresponsibly? Then what's going to happen to this planet Earth? So friends, it's very, very important as founders that we align with triple bottom line, which is very much recommended even from project management institution. Yes, friends, it's important while we look at profit as a business, that is the economical variable dealing with the bottom line and cash flow, we also need to look at the people part of it and more so the planet. Having said that, once we have a system which is variable, equitable, and viable between the three aspects of people, profit, and planet, only then we will have something known as sustainable. So having said this, let's move on. I'm sorry to take the name, but that is something which is very easy. Whenever you are ordering something online, let's take for the sake of example, Amazon. For a small pen, how big the container is coming to your place? How much of paper, how much of plastic, how much of transport is being consumed? Is it required? Why are we not thinking about making it as sensitive, as small, as much required only, and stop unnecessary usage? So that calls for an absolute need for each one of us to look at how do we practice this responsible consumption. Sustainable development goals, there are 17 and they are all interconnected as defined by United Nations in 2015. The goal is also known as global goal. Yes, as global citizens, each one of us on this planet Earth, more connected through internet, and we call ourselves as netizens. Our aim is to address various global challenges and guide countries and organizations under a more sustainable and equitable future. And the 17 development goals are so interesting, right from poverty to hunger to health to well-being, as A friend was talking about quality education, gender equality, clean water, sanitation, affordable and clean energy, decent work, economic growth. I really want to appreciate the way these guys have taken it forward. Continuing with industry, innovation, infrastructure, reducing inequalities, sustainable cities, communities, and then comes reasonable, responsible consumption and production. That is my topic, which is goal 12. It does not stop there. Climate action, life below water, life on land, peace, justice, and strong institution and partnership for goals. As founders, as entrepreneurs, as leaders, we play a crucial role, my dear friends. Each goal, whatever I have read as 17, each consists of a specific targets and indicators that provide a framework for action and monitoring progress. These 17 goals are interconnected and mutually reinforcing, mutually recognizing the need for a holistic and integrated approach to sustainable development. It's very important for us to understand we are contributing to the Mother Earth, we are contributing to the future generation. And to achieve these 17 goals through innovative business practices, responsible operations, and sustainable business models is the need of the hour. All of us, as entrepreneurs, as founders, as leaders, must align to the activities of SDGs, and we can contribute to the positive social and environmental impact while driving economic growth and resilience. Something very interesting, G12, Goal 12, responsible consumption and production, is one amongst the 17 sustainable development goals established by United Nations, as I said. The key aspects of Goal 12 are 7 in number. Number 1, sustainable production. We should be absolutely conscious even in terms of production. From project management, we call it as just in time. We also need to be careful and cautious about sustainable consumption, as I was making a mention. Here, I would like to ask a question. Can I have a commitment from each one of you who are participating in this, or you are going to watch these videos later? Commit something for planet Earth. Number 1, never ever waste power supply by switching on the lights, by switching on the computers, by switching on the machines when they are not required. Never ever waste a glass of water. Please take only that much of water what you can consume and never ever waste. The formula which I follow, which I take it forward with my clients, is align with nature. When we cannot produce, we have no right to waste. Is there anybody who's going through this program now in a position to produce one glass of water? No, right? When we cannot produce a glass of water, do we have right to waste one glass of water? Ask this question. Ask your stakeholders, tell your children, tell your family members, never ever waste. And that's the reason waste management is becoming a huge industry, because people are not conscious. My friends were talking about how do we manage waste? My question is, how can we avoid waste? Consume only that much what you want. Order only that much what you want. Produce only whatever is required. Don't do too much. And next, sustainable supply chain. The fifth in the sequence is resource efficiency, and then capacity building and collaboration. Friends, responsible consumption is possible by implementing and also having these best practices. Businesses can contribute to resource efficiency, environmental protection, and social being. This goal, that is goal 12, SDG 12, is what we talk about, recognizes that sustainable economic growth can only be viewed by reducing the ecological footprint and promoting sustainable practices through value chain. Having said that, we can go on and on and on in terms of sustainable production, sustainable consumption, waste management. However, today I want to touch base on a couple of things which are very, very important. How can we have capacity building and collaboration? Achieving responsible consumption and production requires collaboration among governments, businesses, civil society, and consumers. It involves capacity building initiatives, sharing best practices, fostering partnership, and supporting innovative and research in sustainable production and consumption. And the most important aspect for us as founders is in terms of sustainable consumption. Please, encouraging sustainable consumption patterns involve promoting awareness. Let us take today as the day one for awareness if you are listening it for the first time. Then education about the environmental and social impact of consumer choices. Please discourage if somebody is producing unnecessarily or if somebody is consuming unnecessarily, because we may be in a position to afford because we have money. However, pandemic, COVID had taught us, even if you have money, situation might be such you will not be in a position to buy a glass of water. So it's our responsibility as citizens to ensure that we are not only aware, but educate about the environmental and social impacts of consumer choices. It aims to promote responsible and conscious consumption, such as choosing sustainable products, reducing excessive consumption, and considering the life cycle of products. The last point in this particular thing out of seven, what I want to talk about is resource efficiency. Enhancing resource efficiency is a key aspect of responsible consumption and production. This includes summarizing resources extraction, improving energy efficiency, promoting circular economy practices like recycle, remanufacturing, and encouraging the use of renewable resources. I'm so happy in today's world, there is a huge focus on how can we work towards sustainable, and let us take it forward in that particular direction. Now, my favorite. Each one of us love traveling, right? Hello. Each one of us love traveling. And when we travel, can we contribute and promote responsible consumption? Answer is yes. Goal 12 recognizes the need for sustainable tourism practices that minimize negative environmental and socio-cultural impacts while maximizing positive contribution. This includes promoting ecotourism, responsible tourism policies, and preserving cultural heritage. So friends, let's go back to that point where we started our session. Now let me ask you, if everybody consumes and no one produces, then what will happen? Keep on asking this question, then you will start promoting and practicing responsible consumption. You also need to ask yourselves, if everyone consumes irresponsibly, then what will happen? I am sure those of you who know that even on a liquor bottle, it is mentioned, consume responsibly. And it does not stop there. I am putting across today a big request, a big appeal in front of each one of you. Please consume food responsibly such that you will stay healthy. The data, look at the data flowing on WhatsApp, Facebook, emails. So much of consumption is happening irresponsibly, and you and I must take the responsibility to ensure we contribute towards a better planet, help towards good carbon footprint. Can I have a commitment that each one of you will at least share with one person or put it across in the social media or talk to somebody that this is what is important, this is what I am impressed upon. Having said that, let's work towards triple bottom line. It's not about the profit. It is also about the people. It's also about the environment. It's time for me, and thanks a lot for a beautiful introduction. Thanks, Santosh, for this opportunity and such a mega project what you are doing. Thanks everybody behind the scene, and most importantly, each one of you who are participating, making notes, looking at it, and understanding. It's time
Thank
for me to log off. I'm Suresh Babu. This is my mobile number. This is my email ID. If I can be of any help, I'll be more than happy. Over to you, and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Suresh. Thank you so much. So, thank you all for participating in this knowledge sharing Global Founders Council Summit. Special thanks to all the speakers who have shared their valuable insights with us today. With this, we come to an end for today's summit. Once again, I would like to say thank you for joining us today from the entire CGPIT team. Thank you so much.
Bye bye.